Now this is what our final create product page will look like. You can see we have name, price, description, and then we have drop down for categories and application type. After that, the last thing that we have is we have to pick the image that we want to associate to our product. So what we need to think whenever we have to design a page is what will be the model. In this case, what we can do is we'll have all the product properties, plus we need drop downs for category and application type. So let me switch back to our application and we'll be working on Upsert action method. We're done with the index for now. We don't have create or edit. We have one single method which is Upsert. So let me call them as Upsert, and we'll also have Upsert post right here. We'll remove the edit action method. So let me just delete them and we'll change delete later on. Now Upsert is a common method for create and edit. So how do you differentiate if the request is for create or if the request is for editing a product? The difference can be made is if it's for edit, we will receive an integer of ID, which is the product ID that needs to be edited. If it is for create, this will be null. So we'll make this a nullable property. Then what we will do is we will need a product object here. So it can be product, and we'll call this product is equal to new product. After that, the first thing that we have to check is if the ID that we have here is null. If this is null, that means this is for create. In that case, we will just return back to the view. We can return empty view, or we can just return the new product object that we have. In the else block, this means ID is not null, and we need to retrieve the product from the database, and we have to pass that to the view, just like we did with editing of category. So here we'll say product is equal to _db.product.find, and we can pass the ID here. Once it retrieves that product, we can check here if product is equal to null. If this is null, then we will just return not found. If we find that product, we will return back to the view with our product. So we'll just say return view, and we'll have the product that we find. Now we have the product. We are still not taking care of the dropdown, but do not worry about that. We won't worry about the dropdown right now. We have the product. We're dealing with editing as well as creating inside the same get for Upsert, and let's deal with the view in the next video.